Hey man, real stay safe shit. You already know what the fuck going on. So we posted, we gotta talk about this crazy news that's happening right now with Travis Scott's ASTROWORLD. So it basically came out today that 11 people died in ASTROWORLD from being trampled, and it's a crazy scene right now. You see huge crowds, hella niggas just like on top of each other, and I've heard of these situations where like crowds get really tough and then like people can barely move throughout the crowds and it just gets heavy and people get kind of crushed, but usually like they have a better way of managing this, but it looks like they weren't able to have a good way of like managing this, and people were dying. And like there's literally videos on Twitter of like people doing CPR and dead bodies and people dying. They're saying, I see one account from one person who was there that basically said that it was a complete shit show. Like there was people doing CPR on people who were alive, and then there was people who were dead. There was someone that witnessed someone having a heart attack in the fucking medical tent and shit. Man, this shit is like next level, man. Like they had way too many people at this motherfucker. Like it's hella people fucking I saw one person say that there was at least 100 bodies, but I don't think that's true. I think it's been reported that there's about 11 people who died from that shit. But there's literally accounts of people like talking about what happened, and it's just really like a really bad scene right now. Man, it's not looking good. Here's one account. It's one person who was just there. Says, I just left AstroWorld Festival, and let me say this, as someone who's been to every AstroFest, there's been a completely different. It was awful. I passed out because people were pushing up against me so much that I couldn't breathe. Sam got people to apparently crowd surf my unconscious body to the security guard, and I got carried to a little section behind GA and put down on a stool thing. When I woke up, I had a water bottle on my lap and had no clue what had happened. When I stood up, I looked around and people were getting carried out with eyes rolling back into their head, security bleeding from their nose and mouth. I yelled, has anybody checked a pulse? The security guard frantic asked me to please help him. I checked 2 people and one did not have a pulse. I told them I was an ICU nurse, and then another security guard, hearing that, said, please come help us. He takes me to the part of the crowd where I see 3 bodies sprawled out, people who I assume were medics and medical staff doing CPR. I immediately saw that there was not enough medics for this, so I relieved one medic of CPR. I asked where the ambu bag is and the AED, where the stretcher and ambulance is. Where the fuck any of this shit? And they say there is essentially none. It was completely outmanned. There was like thousands of people there. People were getting crushed. It is a recipe for disaster, and this literally just happened, and I'm talking about this right now, and it's just like, man, this is not looking good. Like this shit is killing people. Like it's like really niggas on that die lit shit, and it's not even like drugs or anything. Like niggas got crushed. They're doing something wrong. They're packing people too much in like a small ass area, and it's not really like helping these people who are getting crushed, and people get too hyped. Everyone tries to run up to the front of the stage all at the same time, and when they all run up, they push the people that are in the front, and people getting crushed so bad that their fucking noses are bleeding and they're fucking dying, man. This is not right. Travis Scott, whoever the fuck is throwing this shit, y'all niggas need to fucking do something real quick, because this shit is about to blow up, and this shit is not good. This is a fucking wild ass, crazy ass situation that's going on, man. Like, I literally could show you. I'm not even gonna show videos of it because it's like fucked up. But there's literally videos on Twitter of people like dying and shit, showing people doing CPR and dead bodies and shit. And it's just insane, man. Man, I just pray for everyone's family and hope everyone's doing well, man. Hopefully the death count doesn't rise. I think there's already. I saw that there was at least 2. I saw people saying anywhere from 2 to 11. I saw one nigga saying 100 bodies, man. I just hope that this shit is okay, and I hope these kids are alright, because this is not right that people are losing their lives over a goddamn concert, man. This is not okay. Dial-it should not be an actual thing. Y'all niggas should be living like safely and shit. But hey, man, real stay safe shit. Hopefully everyone's safe. Everyone get home safe and all that shit. But yeah, shout out safe world, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna get you right with all the news and shit. We're dropping new headwear, we're dropping new shirts and shit. Link in the description. You already know what the fuck going on. Peace.